Hey everybody, this is Dan, July 26, evening time. In this video, I'm going to try and make it as short as I can for brevity. And basically what it is a reply to a personal message that I received from Mikeworld. And he prefaced his letter by acknowledging that I was a U.S. veteran, and he basically asked me two questions about what I thought about an impending or possible Israeli attack on Iran. And his first question was in reference to what I thought Turkey would do if an Iranian and Israeli shooting war started, or war started. And he basically said, do you think Turkey, would fight with the Iranians to oppose the Israelis, or do you think they are too occupied with keeping an eye on Syria, given the fact Syria shot down a Turkish fighter jet? Well, I'll just say this right here. Turkey has been preoccupied for the last 5 or 6 years, especially under Erdogan, who is the leader of Turkey. They've been trying to become a member of the European Union, and they've done all they can to eat at the tables of their European counterparts. Much to their chagrin, they have not been allowed to. Even when Israel shot 9 of their citizens down, including one Turkish American born citizen, and did not offer an apology on the flotilla, Turkey still did nothing. And as you see right now, they are supporting the aspirations of Israel and the United States inside of Syria. So no, I do not feel that Turkey would assist Iran in any way, because it would go against their ultimate goal of becoming accepted among their European counterparts. So no, I don't think that. As you know, Islam is flip-floppy. You know, it's so much division, and they always say there's no God but Allah. There's only one God, but they are so divided. And do I think Turkey would go with whatever wind blows with the Europeans? Yes, I do. And that's case in point of why they did not take a stronger stance against Israel when Israel slaughtered in cold blood their citizens. So that's the first question. The second question was the most important question. Now, this is Mike saying this. The most important question I have is right here. Even though Israel have nukes and Iran doesn't, do you think Iran could successfully defend themselves against Israel, or do you think they will utterly be defeated, or will it be a stalemate? Well, it won't be a stalemate at all. Israel will be defeated. But let me tell you the reason why they won't be defeated. Because they're not going to fight a conventional war with Iran. There's no way. There's no way. To pass 2 wars that the United States military, that has an annual budget of $740 billion that tops all of the combined countries under them together, has fought. We've basically been not beaten, but we haven't won. Okay? So let's get that straight. So when you ask me, will Israel defeat Iran? There's no way. There's no way. If we occupied Iraq for all intents and purposes 11 years, and let's just do some numbers real quick. Now, this is in kilometers. Iraq was 438,000 kilometers. That's the square kilometer of Iraq. 438,000, which is okay size. Okay? And we didn't control one street in Iraq the whole time we were there. The only thing that we semi-controlled was the green zone, okay? And that was hit at will. The country that we are in right now, with over 90,000 United States servicemen and women, is Afghanistan. Afghanistan's square kilometer footage is 652,000 square kilometers. Now, let's look at the sheer size of Iran. 1,648,195 kilometers. Let me repeat that. 1,648,195 kilometers. How many square kilometers is Israel? 20,000. That's it. 20,000, give or take. When they take some land, do new settlements or whatever, it gets a little bit bigger. Let's look at the population of Iran. 77 million and counting. Population of Israel, 7 million. Okay? So that's the reason why Iran presents a formidable quest for any military, especially the United States military. Do I think the United States military could take Iran? No. It would never happen. It would never happen. Because number one, and it doesn't have anything to do with the conventional size of the military. It does not have anything to do with their annual military budget. None of that. If you look at what's going on in Afghanistan right now with the United States Army. And the reason why I talk about the United States Army is because that's who Israel wants to fight Iran. Israel is not going to commit one boot, one IDF boot, one Mikeworld tank will be in Iran. I guarantee you. And for all intents and purposes, Iran has already defeated Israel in a conventional war. If you look back to 2006, when the IDF, the Israeli IDF, was defeated at the hands of the Hezbollah in Lebanon, and they were defeated. They were defeated and had to leave. And these people were fighting with ragtag equipment, and we know the Israeli IDF has the best equipment in the world, and they could do nothing with these guerrilla fighters. Could do nothing. The Mikeworld tanks were bogged down, destroyed, and they were decimated. So Iran presents a heck of a conquest, man. Mountainous terrain, too many sites for their nuclear program, too many airports. The sheer size of it is ridiculous. And believe nothing the mainstream media says. They don't have any idea where all this stuff is scattered in Iran. It's too big. It's too big. So, no, they will never step one foot into Iran because they know what it will be. The Israeli IDF, okay, has 187,000 troops. Another 565,000 in reserves. And we know that the IDF, you can be in the reserves until you're 18, till you're 51 years old. But think about it like this. The variables are changing in Israel. In a perfect world, all the IDF soldiers would stay in Israel or on the outlying border areas, Syria, Egypt, all the border, Lebanon, all the border countries. They would stay in the interior and the border in a perfect world. And that would be their reasoning for not going and assisting vis-a-vis the Iraq war that we fought for 11 years and the ongoing Afghanistan war, because they had to stay there because of the threat from Hamas and Hezbollah coming from Lebanon and the Gaza Strip. But here's one important factor that's recently been developed, and the mainstream media is not really talking about it. Egypt has opened their borders on the Palestinian side and let Palestinians move freely between the Gaza Strip and Egypt now. So now they're really going to say we got to stay here and protect Israel. So all the barking that Benjamin Netanyahu and members of the Knesset are doing right now is just rhetoric. They want Barack Obama to invade Iran, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And let's not forget the Persian fundamentalist influence that Iran has in the region. They have that influence in Syria. They have that influence in Iraq vis-a-vis Prime Minister Maliki, who is a Shia. So Iraq is going to be sympathetic with their cause. And let's not forget that Iraqis are not going to forget what America and Israel done to them in the Iraq war. And what I say Israel because it was Israeli intelligence estimates that led to the invasion also, because Israel partnered with America to lead that illegal war into Iraq. Okay? So should Israel do anything to Iran, there will be so many ideologically committed martyrs, soldiers to the cause, that we will be losing lives left and right. But I don't think that will ever happen. So it's just rhetoric, my friend. That's all it is. And definitely a nuclear weapon is out of the question. Israel won't do that. And I don't think Israel will do it because of what the Muslims around the world would do, but because their own people will be upset with them. Things are not peaches and cream inside of Israel. There are really good Jewish people inside of Israel that know that a lot of things that are going on inside of the country is wrong. And then there are a lot of good Jewish people inside of Israel that really don't want war. So I hope I answered your questions, and I could get deeper into this subject. So if you got any more questions that you would like me to give my opinion on, feel free to personal message me again, and I'll do my best to assist you. But I hope I answered your questions.